hear from our pastor, Gifton Wallace. And so we are going to get him on here.
Gospel Live 365 presents
Moments.
Church Matters with Pastor Gifton Wallace each and every Wednesday morning at 10 Eastern. Listen in as Pastor Gifton discusses matters and issues of the church and gives us spiritual guidance and leadership in correcting them. Bring your questions by calling or texting our studio at 954-998-4777. That's 954-998-4777.
All right. Bishop, you ready? You good?
I am, sir.
Okay, good. I know you're in the middle of... No, we're not.
The Saints not happy with you, they are going to have some kind of a convention to find out how they can overthrow you.
and they might be doing just that. We're having a little bit of issues with Facebook right now, but we'll get back there. It's not our doing. It's Facebook's doing. But we'll get back there. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing very well,
Man, you're colorful, man. Your shirt look nice.
Yes, I'm trying to make myself Caribbean. This is what you do when you have a whole basket full of black mango.
Man. Nobody start the foolishness again, man. What is this?
This mango.
So those are off your tree this time?
Look here, man, and there is more where this came from. You ever hear, I'm quite sure you have heard the term stone dog.
Man, you have mango stone dog down there.
Yeah, mango there, stone dog. I've been giving away mango like it's nobody's business. So I can see comments.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to our Facebook people.
All right. Why am I not seeing you? Why am I only seeing myself?
On YouTube or here you're referring to?
Well, what we are on?
you never see me on Zoom because we're using the camera for a YouTube thing, so you never usually see me on Zoom.
Let me see if I can find you.
So find us on the YouTube thing, okay?
I'm gonna. So how is everybody? They're telling you how they're doing while I'm trying to talk.
Yes, man. They're waiting for you. We're waiting up for you.
And I'll tell you something too, I have something here that I wanted to talk about, but I don't think I should talk about that. Uh-oh. So we are going to speak what they call extemporaneous sleep.
Uh-huh.
Is that a big word there?
Yeah, it kind of big for true.
Yeah, man. Somebody better Google that and see what it means. All right. I think I see live here. Oh, let me get the volume.
Why?
I don't have today. That name of the Bible. With that being said, okay. I'm live. All right. At least I'll be able to speak to my peoples.
Yes, sir. And they're on here.
I see myself now.
All right.
Yes, and I just need to find out where I can make where the people are commenting, so I can. Oh yes.
Yeah, the live chat.
I see them now. So good morning, everybody. Now this is telling me subscribe and install. We don't know what that is. Still trying to get my act together. Man of God.
Yes, sir.
I'm not at church, let me tell you why they're going to read me out. My son said to me this morning, we were traveling together because I gave him a ride to work. Mm-hmm. And he was saying that he was telling one of his friends that his father is now more busy than when
church fully open.
So I am just trying to decipher whether there is no rest for the weary or there is no rest for the wicked. Somebody needs. So. What is it, man of God? Is it weary?
A weary man.
A weary?
Weary, of course. A weary man.
If a wicked mean a serious trouble, Listen, I came out of we're having I would have been off the island. Now, if it was not for the pandemic, because we have leadership conference, but they are doing it virtually. So the conference started yesterday.
Wow.
So in fact, I'm supposed to be in the conference meeting in another 12 minutes. So we don't want to read me out. Because the conference starts at 9:30 and they know when you don't come on.
So them definitely gonna read you out.
I have a bishop that will page me. So I will not be able to do the full extent of church matters. But I want to talk about something. I was going to talk about something else. But if with the time that I have, if I talk about that, it is not going to give us enough time. Because we are going to behave like the sons of Issachar, and we're going to do some assessment of what is happening in the church in this season, whether God is exposing us, or God is building us, or God is connecting us. But I feel I want to leave that for next week. But Sunday is Father's Day.
Oh, yeah, man. Let me turn off the music for the one.
Why? I'm not seeing the comments. I don't know what is happening.
You hit the live chat. It says live chat on there.
Yeah, myself, but I'm not seeing no comment.
No, there's a box that says live chat. You have to put you have to hit that live chat box so you can see the dialogue. You see that anywhere?
While we're trying to find it still, I want to talk about Father's Day.
Yeah, man, talk loud. Me turn off the music.
Talk about it because I believe that we get big squeeze when it comes to Father's Day, you know, because we have been marginalized as men, and the world has done that to us. And we are going to talk today because I don't have no script. The script that I have before me is saying something else. But I want to ask the question: do you believe that the church has helped to marginalize men?
Yeah. Me blame everything and everybody, you know. Everything and everybody.
In what way? And I want the persons who are, I'm seeing Avis, I'm seeing Sister Precious, I'm seeing Alison, I'm seeing Sister Hillary, and no Mama Rose and some about the place. I want to ask the question. Thank you very much, Sister Avis. Do you think the church has done us as men as a disservice in terms of marginalizing us? And you are saying yes. So how do you think that happened?
Listen, I've been around long enough to see, to see how much work and effort is put into Mother's Day. I don't sense that same effort from the church. Glory be to God. That I don't see that same effort being put. Yeah. I don't see that very same effort is put. I mean, we have a Mother's Day committee, and I don't see a Father's Day committee.
Are you serious, sir?
Yeah. Mother's Day committee put together, and when Mother's Day come around, there's a committee for that. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't see that with the fathers and the brothers at all. So I've been carrying around this beef for a long time. So
you get an opportunity today.
Yes, man. We get the opportunity to testify. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think so. They don't go away and say you're an angry man because that is going to be against us again. You know, God is going to say, that's why we're not celebrating God and do angry. You get an opportunity to testify.
Yeah, man, I have to let it out.
I'm going to talk to one Father's Day issue, and I'm going to look at it from the standpoint of the scriptures. But I want to say that one of the things, DJ, I'm getting in trouble today. Do you think that's one of the reasons why we don't even have enough men in our church because we don't accommodate nothing on Father's Day? We treat them like they are respected and like they are appreciated. I'm going to read the comment because we are going to be having the show based on the comments that we are saying. All right, you want to say maybe the fathers are too busy for the committee. You hear that, DJ?
What?
DJ, you know that? Maybe the fathers. All right, if the fathers are too busy for the committee, why don't we form a committee from the mothers?
Yes.
They know everything, they know what to do more than how we do. You understand? Yeah. So why they don't form the committee? I just asked my church first lady to call for a national prayer on Zoom for our men.
You see what Mama Rosa said? You read what Mama Rosa said. Me not even read it.
Are you sniffing out any motive here?
You know what I mean?
Come to New Jersey. You will see how them live. Wow, Carol, so must come New Jersey. DJ, I really from Texas, you know.
Yeah, man, I've got to take a trip to New Jersey. When they open up the airport though. Because the airport not open up yet, you know. When they open the airport, I'm coming to New Jersey to see how Father's Day is celebrated. Maybe a next year thing. I don't have to go delete.
Because one of the things I think that one, may I be the first person to say that a lot of poor examples have been set by men, and I think that because the poor examples are set by men, we have used that as a measuring stick,
right?
To all men, and I'm trying to still understand why. I'll be the first one to say that in terms of being nurturing and caring, the mothers most times, not all times, is about that. And the greatest example that you see is the situation with the Shunammite woman who lost her son, and when they were, taking when he was in the presence of his father, and his father said, take him to his mother. It proves that maybe from the standpoint of men, we might not be as nurturing or as caring, but the truth is that we make our contribution one way or another.
That's right.
There are some men who have walked away and left their children, but there are also some women who have walked away and left their children too.
Right.
Because one of the things that I know, and we're going to spend the time to highlight and to point that out, I know of men right now who are single parents. One of the things is that once you think about single parents, I'm going to come back to John, because John has something. Yeah, we're coming back to that, John. But one of the things is that there are men who are single parents.
Yeah.
An exceptionally good job. Most times when you say, or when you think, or when you hear the word single parent, there is a tendency to think about mothers. It's like once you hear single parent, you think about a lady with her 3 children then, or a lady with her child. And most times, if not, we think that single parent is not associated with men, but there are men who are very, very good single parents. And I think that if we are going to be dealing and teaching church matters, one of the things that we have to do is to begin to change the culture in the church. Because sometimes we are a reflection of the world,
Right.
You look at Mother's Day, anywhere you drive uptown, well, not uptown, drive anywhere, especially in the ghetto, or the low income here, let me use that term. And you would have seen people having stalls selling a bag of basket. May I drive all about time, we don't see nothing down on, maybe because today is Wednesday.
Right.
Friday. It's too early to look out for anything for the men.
You know what I mean? I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Some church pastor, because my church organization arrange a special weekend once a year. Plus, men have special work and platform too. Precious, you need to speak on that. Listen what Joan said. The fathers may be saying everything all right, they got it. Really? Joan, or that's your disclaimer?
We're hearing from us? No. And that's how it works.
Fathers, and Avis is saying fathers fortify the family. Carol say yes, but Carol, you ever say yes to what you say? You ever tell us what you're saying yes to, And listen to Mama Rosa now.
No. Mama Rosa, are right.
Macho men, give all the love to the ladies. Are you?
Yeah.
The spirit of interpretation is upon you.
No, man. Listen, man. Mama Rosa comment them and get me vexed, man. Mama Rosa say, one of her comment earlier than that, You know what you say? Mama Rosa say, it gone bad already, we can't fix it now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Really?
And then Mama Rosa come now and say, macho men, give all the love to the ladies. Are you wrong?
Let me tell you something. You have to understand the era in which Mama Rosa coming from, And she so here one little time to gone, but I'm mad. Can't come good again. I want to stand for me now. God will turn it around. I want to hit around Sunday for me. Yeah, but the statistics for the men. The statistics for the men.
Yeah.
John, we're not disputing that.
Right.
The statistics for the men far outweigh that of the mothers who walk away. There is something instinctive about mothers. Hey, listen now. And listen, I don't want, it's when I tell you my business, I don't want to use it against me. We were sharing a joke the other day, my wife and my son and I, we were traveling. And I remember, she's one, she had a little hospital grace. We don't have them grace there. We don't like hospital. I don't like the smell of hospital. The good thing about it now is that when you go in there, them really smell very different. They don't have that kind of a smell anymore. And I remember our firstborn fell ill. And I decided, wanting to be a good father, to give my wife a little break from the hospital run. You see, when I went to Boston Hospital for children and see the old mothers them in there and the bag pick me a ball and nose not I want to something there. My son one question and he said, how you feel? He said, Daddy, me feel it. You know, I gone. You understand? I said, look here, I left. I left.
You take him out in pyjama and say, come, let's go home.
No, I get well so quick. But I was very happy that he said he was well and I left. So the thing is that, I mean, a mother, all of the picture show inside of improvement would have stayed with them. But we don't kind of make up that way. But that doesn't say we have to get a good treatment. Carol said, my father used to say, don't fish and give the young men to eat. Show them how to fish and they will do it. Yeah, I heard that when I was in high school. If you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Not only for themselves, but for others. We have to lift up our men, definitely. So, Carol, one of the things that has to begin to happen is that we are going to have to begin to change the culture. And Mama Rosa, I mean, here, you know, Mama Rosa, you rebuttal them strong, you see. I love my 3 men daily. Not only on Father's Day. Them love you every day too, but them treat you well on Mother's Day. Talk to Mama Rosa. To me.
I tell you, I did. Mama Rosa, no easy at all.
No, Mama Rosa, the spirit of rebuttal is upon her this morning. But like on Father's Day, we are take on Mama Rosa today. We are grab the bull by the hand. Mama Rosa, take you on anything you have to say. We have something else. But Alicia, you can count on one hand the amount of miniature. And while we are there in terms of what Alicia just said, I believe that something is fundamentally wrong with how we approach Christianity. Because on another forum quite recently, I asked the question, why the Rasta people have so much man? Why the Muslims have so much men? And I know that it might boil back down to us in our DJ. Them also boy is men should have culture them and that kind of thing. So Joy, I tell cousin Rosa to be I said, I don't have no joy. Yeah, but it comes back to the culture of our church. And while we hear of the church in New Jersey who does well for the men, who does to them? And we appreciate of that. But the truth is that there is a mindset, even in the kingdom.
Right.
And sometimes that is why the world treats us like only treat us. Them just throw all the way in the same mold and things all the way under the butt. Man, we not good. And that culture has to change. The culture has to change. I'm just trying to read some of the things. Our men are important all year long. Right. We must daily show the boy Avis. DJ, you're giving a trophy today. Avis, I'm getting that's Mama Rosa now. Avis. Again, I want to read what Joan said. You have to understand that the situation is the way it is because the mothers were frequently left alone with the children, therefore causing others to show empathy. Okay. Precious said, Pastor, that special weekend is a specified location with comfort where they are mentioned in every era of a man's bringing up the love and responsibility plus nurturing and how there must be a man. Boy, may I show me boy, pick me them to how to love and to be loved. They're expert lovers. And that's good. So that even as a mother,
right,
you are saying to them, because the truth being told, you know, one of the things I'm very grateful for how the Lord has helped me to be able to live before my own son. And my father, well, if you were on Facebook, my father would have been on anything, but to get the YouTube thing yet. But I didn't grow up with my father. I did not grow up with my father. The first time I slept under the same roof with my father, I was 31 years old. I was to New York. Right. You know, at 84, I have nothing but. I'm driving at this age. At 82, I enjoy my father. I am 55, going 56. He is 82. My father doesn't come off the phone without saying to me, at this age.
Right. I love you. Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
I know that time when I would have traveled to the United States, Daddy would pick me up at the airport. But Daddy not taking me back to the airport because as far as he's concerned, I should be living in America. But I tell Daddy all the while, all of the time. If we leave the island, I go tilt. Everybody can go.
Yeah. Daddy, I put him on a taxi.
I went back over to the Caribbean Sea.
Yeah.
So a woman of God is saying, I know men who are single parent. He did a very good job. His daughter grew up, finished college and got married. So and one of the things that I think that we really need to do in this season is to begin to highlight those things. I'm going to tell you something. The world can be very negative, and it's unfortunate that sometimes the church take on that negative thing. Man, I got some we have room for beliefs, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There is nothing that you can say or do to change us from what we believe, even in the face of reality. For example, him a good husband, but
right, but
yes, he's a good father, but and they can't find something about him to blame. Then we find something about somebody else who's bringing to the equation.
Right.
We are saying that in this time and in this season, we are going to have to highlight that, which is good, and the truth being told. And I want to say to the men who are here, we have to get to the place where we mentor, and it's not just verbally or orally, but we mentor by lifestyle.
Right.
2 days ago, our first daughter celebrated her first wedding anniversary, and I remember when the little fellow had to muscle up, come ask for her hand.
I saw your comment on Facebook.
One of the things that he spoke to when we had our one-on-one is that he has really seen the quality, of upbringing in terms of her father being involved in her life as a man, and then he gave me the assurance that will continue. So, and when it comes to my children, thank God, the young man has a good career, but marrying rich is not important to me as marrying happy.
Right.
And mothers need, a lot of mothers have experienced failure in men. And instead of cussing the man, the old dirty man, and you look like your old dirty papa, and you old
right.
What you want to begin to do is to spend the time to nurture the boys that we have.
That's right.
Not the men that we are disappointed with.
That's right.
I want to say it again. We have to spend the time to nurture the boys that we have, not to be the men that we are disappointed with. And stop beating on whoever, because technically you're teaching them something. And so as we approach, one of the things that I look at, and I'm going to talk about, as we look at men mentoring men, that has to happen. I'm just trying to see if I can do some comment. When the ladies are sitting up, Steve now, Lord have mercy, when the whole things inside, I want to use it against the good men them. When you can't blame every man for a war man next to others. And sometimes that is the case. I just spoke to that a while ago. But we have to get to the place where the things that we see wrong, we make a concentrated effort to correct it. We make a concentrated effort to correct it. I was looking at, and I have an inclination, and I'm not preaching on Sunday, Mrs. Wallace is, so I won't even get to preach this. But in Genesis chapter 9, Noah came out of the ark as a father, and the first example that Noah set was that of a drunkard. Noah came out of the ark, and something that God intended to be a blessing to them.
Right.
Noah got drink and overindulge.
Right.
And him family there. And he got drunk and lay down in there, naked. And his son Ham saw that, ran out and told the other two. But the Shem and the Japheth decided that even though my father was exposed, even though my father stood from a place of wrong, I am not going to leave him in that situation. Then I'll leave him right there. So I'm not going to leave him right there. And that is where we are calling persons in this. We man of God, we have, one of the things that just coming out of the Zoom meeting a while ago, they were talking about leadership and how you deal with problems and issues. Interesting. I was dealing with that yesterday in my Bible study. Because one of the things I find the church is that we are seriously a people who doesn't know how to forgive,
Right.
And we hold grudges and we hold things in our mind. Sometimes it's only sometimes it's only the Spirit of the Lord can drive it out of some of us, but some of us will not even be driven.
Not even, yeah.
I mean, we all are then, and we just decide that one then now go in. That's how we behave. And I am saying that here in a situation, we saw 3 men, 2 of them acting differently from one. And not wanting to sound, when Ham came out and see his father naked, I'm just saying to somebody, you don't want to be that guy.
Right.
You don't want to be that one. You want to be the one that is covering. And so I know that in this situation, there are persons who have been hurt by their father. My father says some things when I go to his church to minister. And I don't like when he says it, because some of the things that he says, he overemphasizes it. For example, I've been going to my father's church to minister maybe in the last 6-7 years. And every time they ask my father to introduce me, and I'm tempted to tell him, Daddy, please don't say that. Not this year. But my father is always telling them how he has always had problems with my complexion. Yeah. And because my other siblings are of lighter complexion than I am. But you know, we joke about that now. I'm telling them, say, them born a day, me born a night, so me have to black.
That's a good one.
Look a bleaching cream, so I don't know, so I have to go with a little blackness in the rapture.
That's a good one.
And the thing is, in demonstrating how much he is proud of me, and saying that, boy, look, when he was growing up, this was my thought of him, but this is what I now think of him. And one of the reasons why sometimes we don't see the kind of change that we ought to see is because we have ideologies in our heads that cannot be changed.
Right.
And as a church, we are agents of change, and we must always see the positive in the negative.
That's right.
And I will be the first one to tell you that there are some deadbeat fathers.
Right.
There are men who deny their children. There are men who disown them. There are men who mistreat them. There are men who abuse them. But everybody can't be thrown in the same mold.
Right.
And one of the things that we have to do is to look for outlets to correct. Because if there is no correction in the kingdom, our preaching is in vain.
Totally.
And one of the things, man of God, if you look at the Gospels, I know the nice people them Jesus go after,
Right. That's right.
No, look at the Gospels. And why do you think they were upset when the woman broke the box and them a whisper in a Jesus church about even didn't know who that he would make her come near him?
Right.
Why is it that when he stood up on the Zacchaeus' place and decided he was going to go to his home or on the street and decided he was going to go to his home, people were talking about him eating with publicans and sinners? And I'm really weary of the mindset that we have as a church that people can't change. The church needs to change their methodology. And we need to change how we do things. For example, let me see what Precious says. I must say that I have seen my family father circle where I am living. There's a role. Thank God for that. You understand? For example, a lot of our churches have segmented Sundays. So you have first Sunday, which is a Passion Sunday. Then you have the youth Sunday. Then you have ladies Sunday, and you have the men's Sunday. Or Sabbath, for that matter. I can guarantee you that most of the Sundays, if not all of the Sundays, resemble each other. I can guarantee you. So what we do? We come out and do the same thing. Should we use the men's service to empower the men?
Right.
And talk about some man something.
Right.
If we having problem with them and they can't be changed.
100%.
100%. Yeah, we should do that. Woman of God is saying, I did not realize that my father was alive until I was 15 years old, going 16. And when I came to find him, I love him ever since. I just love my daddy. And that's the Christ in you. Because the truth, I can tell you this, last night after I came off the Bible study, my sister called me. She said, Gifton, maybe your father there a ball for man. Because every time I come off teaching, it's like my father behaved like he has never heard it this way before.
Right.
And then when I call daddy now, I have to psych myself up because daddy is going to come on. He's going to talk about the Bible study. Then I'm going to start ball and talk about how he loved me and how God's hand upon me and da.
Right,
I never when I was growing up. Am I going to hold it against him? So I never live with him. I never sleep with him under the same roof to me at 21. Absolutely not. Because Christianity teaches us how to forgive. Right. And I am liking a lot of things that I am seeing. Family just checking in. Transformer. sharp blow. Blessings to you, Maureen. We hope that gets fixed easily. Christopher said, I was raised by my single mother, and she did her best to raise me in becoming the best father. And Christopher, you don't have to feel nowhere to say you are the best father.
That's right.
Right. Precious is saying, my son-in-law is one of the best I have ever seen in my eyes. So they are there. The unfortunate thing is, man of God, is that they are not promoted.
Right.
And Maureen is saying, we're talking about Maureen. Millicent said on Father's Day, mothers must show the children how to celebrate their fathers, even if you're having issues. And Millicent, you walked right into my mind. There's an old lady who had promised to give some pigeon, pedo, barble dove. And she promised me one pumpkin, country, you know. Or she had, and so the barble dove never happened. And I went back to the country to ask for the pumpkin. She said to me, tit for tat and butter for fish. That's the first time I learned that word, but I never forget it. I was a little bit more than a teenager when that was said to me. You understand? and we have to get to the point where we correct the errors, because sometimes the bitterness that children have towards their father is instilled in them by their mothers.
Right. Yes, 100%.
Some men that women choose started off as good men. They were impressionists. But some of them want to choose and they see the red flags. Some of them, nobody for blame but on yourself. It's what it is.
Yeah.
Look here. There's a red, pink, blue, yellow, green, tangerine flag. So you can't get up now and be upset and be angry and then bring other people into that level of anger.
Right.
If you are angry with them, let the children be angry with them on their own. See, who was it? Said she didn't meet her father until she was 15. I'm sure she might have heard some negative things.
Right.
But we are saying that I'm calling on the church, because one of the things I was going to speak to, as Mama Rosa is saying, Bible study was rich last night. Because one of the things, DJ Roy, that I as a matter of fact, the virtual meeting that we just came out of was talking about the whole matter of issue. And when we ended the Bible study last night, we were talking about resolution. The question then becomes, as a church matter family, how can we correct that?
Wow. Yeah.
Because it's there, It is always going to be there. It might never change.
True.
But we can correct it even on small levels.
Amen.
And Millicent is saying, if you have issues with your father, love him even more. You won't regret it. And when I tell you something, man. If my father called me now, I have to tell myself I'm going to be on for a minimum of half an hour, and I have to be the one to say goodbye. That time I got job. The fact that he's 82, and then now him locked up in our house because of Corona in a New York City, where he used to be at the barber shop every day except Sunday and Monday when the shop doesn't open. It's frustrating to him, but we have to do that. Sometimes the woman stresses the love of the men too, and cause them to differ from the love that they showed before. Well, DJ, I have to take up that one day. There are many things that contribute to the absentees of father being the only breadwinner, sexism, that taking care of the children is a lady's duty, and some other things. Yeah, we're reading them.
My God. Charles Barnett.
My father until I was 9 years old, even though I was married to my mother. I wish Alicia had said a little more in terms of the relationship, how it's affecting us. My parents both raised me. He had women, but respected my mother, and his women respected my mother. And my mother insisted that he was the best provider under God. Gets her love regardless. And Carol, to an extent, we can relate, because even all of this time when I speak about my own father, I didn't know where Daddy lived. Daddy lived with somebody else.
Right.
Every day. We went to Coburn Gardens Primary School, which is by 3 miles. Daddy worked at a barber shop on Walton Park Road, and every single day, bar none, we would have walked up to the barber shop after school. And he wants to travel on the back, I'm under 50 bike. I go home. We have never gone there one time, and he treated us badly. We were never hungry. We were never naked. We were never treated like we were not wanted. And even when you grew up, and your father began to speak to you on another front, Daddy would say things to me like, boy, your mother did me nothing, but I was just wild and silly.
Right.
Because he recognized that somebody would really love him and be there for him, slipped out of his hands. And thank God there is no way that my mother taught us or instilled in us to have anything negative about daddy.
Right.
We never even had a chance to think negative about him, because that was never ever my mother knew what was happening, but that was never transmitted to us to have any kind of hatred or bitterness. And I'm saying that from the standpoint of the church, we are a people of solution. We are a people of change, and we must not only speak the change, but we must believe the change. And above everything else, we must be the change.
Amen. Amen.
And so even though these things are happening, we are saying that we have to find outlets, we have to find different ways to promote the good ones and find ways to encourage the ones who are not. Where I live, I saw a young man the other day. He can't be no more than about 19, maximum 20. And I saw him with a child in his hand. And it was very good, because sometimes that's how it starts, excitement, you know, of a father and stuff. But I think that as a father, and they see me and they see how I relate with my own children, that I had a responsibility to be able to share something with him in order to mentor them indirectly. So that is where we have to go as a church. And I'm going to call on us. I always tell my son not to hold no grounds, anything the past, move on for the better. And the thing is that when you see bad examples, you know, you must use it as an outlet.
Yes.
To be what you don't, to encourage somebody to be what you don't like.
Amen. So
if you see a bad example in a father, instead of beating the bad example, teach the good example.
Amen.
So, even though this has happened, we know this is not right, but this is how it should be done. All right. Precious said the mothers must stop poisoning the young minds of our next generation, because most of their actions are what they hear growing up. And I'm very grateful for that, Precious, because I said to you, I cannot remember on one occasion that my mother spoke negatively of my father.
Wow, yeah.
If it was done, I've never heard it.
Right.
And so we never had a chance to hate him, because that environment was not created.
Right.
And the truth is that maybe she never expected him to turn out that way. And thank God for saving grace now. I mean, I love my father to death. If I have my life to live all over again, I would have wanted that same father. But I'm very grateful that my mother, in that setting, didn't teach me any kind of hatred. Joy saying, I have a brother and we do not share the same father. And I met him once, but he did not contribute to my brother's upbringing. And my brother died on the 8th of May. That's the time he showed up. You know, and these are some of the things that happen.
The regrets, yeah.
These are some of the things that happen, right? So as we move forward into Father's Day, let us make it more than just a gift.
Amen.
Because we can never know.
Amen.
Come on, you know, when you see, I'll be told when I go look on, you know, because you get the sauce already.
You get the sauce.
I preview into all weather, but Friday I'm going to be dolled down.
Yeah, sure.
Money and penny. Only can't talk to me. I'm going to dress up Sunday morning. You understand? But I'm saying that more than the gift, I think that we need to come to the place where we really need to use the Father's Day as an opportunity to do what I call preventive maintenance. Speak to your boys.
Yes.
Speak to your sons.
Yes.
Speak to your nephews. Speak to your neighbors. And speak to the fathers who are doing an excellent job. And the ones who are not doing an excellent job, try to encourage them. And the one who are not doing anything, period, try to engage them, because you never can touch. Maybe where they're coming from is a learned behavior. I ran into a situation some time ago that I had a neighbor, and I heard the young lady, you know, crying, and you know, because me kind of not cater, and me realize anyway me live, me part not just a church but the area. So I step up to the gate and I knock. No, after all of that was my son, I said, what was happening over there and stuff? And the boy, no, I'm here about myself, so I'm strong to it. I said, really?
You do what?
I said, I get beaten again. But you know what he said to me? That's what my father used to do. So we are in this season, we have to get to the place where we correct that. And it's a duty of the church, Look here. Somebody said once, let me tell you who said it. Somebody said, woman of God, Hillary said, share this video. Someone out there needs this too. And I'm gonna tell you this. You will have, if you have me speaking in tongues and nodding and praying and sweating, some people will call it anointing. You understand? But when we don't speak in tongues and sweat and nod, we need to know to treat people and to pity them good. Right. And these are some of the issues that we have abandoned in the kingdom because we have not taught our young men, and it is unfair to have expectations on what you don't teach. My God, Precious, my grandfather messed up along the way, but I never spoke negatively of him, even though he was not there for a while. My children still communicate with him, and that's great. Kudos to you, woman of God, and we respect that. Carol said, I'm so glad I'm participating in today's segment. My dad loved my mother and his children. I owe him for a good upbringing. He was a great disciplinarian. Did you call him miserable like my children? And all 7 of his children came out excellent. Mama Rosa is saying, bless, Ali says that. Angela said, so true, Sister Precious. And some of us women are the reason why some of these fathers walk away from the homes and then blame everything on the father. And Carol is saying, thank you for this moment. Alisa is saying, oh yes, Mama Rosa. So as we approach Father's Day, I'm going to ask us to let our mindset be different. Give them the gifts. And let me tell you something, I'm going to say 2 things and finish because it's 10 o'clock now. Yes, and just about. We're reading out. There's a man who had a neighbor, I was told, and the neighbor didn't really good at all. The neighbor was always antagonized. They were always at each other's throat. And so the man went to the neighbor's side of the fence and trim up his edge and all of that and see. So the neighbor came and asked him, did you lawn my mower? Yes. Did you cut my edge? Yes. Why did you do it? He said he went to church and he heard that you must be good to your neighbors because you will cause the fire on their head. So he said to him in return, I want your brains to fry. So he did the right thing, but he was wrong. Some of the fathers who are undeserving, one of the ways that you can probably help them is to give them something they're not deserving, but give them. Right. And it's not to fry their brains. Right. But it's to help them to understand that even though you did not stand up to your role, DJ, I am struggling. And let me tell you what my struggle is. Let me tell you what my struggle is. As Christians, we not demonstrate change. And our lives should be governed by the word of God. Because as bitter as it is, there is something in the kingdom called forgiveness. Yeah. And we know that people struggle. I spoke to somebody the other day who was abused by her own father. That me can't imagine. And when you counsel people like that, you have to be even very careful. I think it's more listening than anything, because sometimes it's when they want to vent. But I am saying that even some of the fathers that did us wrong, we can't continue to hold that grudge and bitterness. But let us make this Father's Day a little different. The one that don't deserve it, give him something. Right. Send them a text. Say, Dad, me thinking about you. And thank you for making a contribution to me. Because the truth being told, sometimes the contribution that they don't make, they have made a contribution indirectly. Because they make you into the person that you don't want to be. I never had anybody mentoring me in terms of taking care of my own children. But I can guarantee anybody go on their Facebook page, call them privately, call my wife, and ask them about my role as a father. Right. And they will tell you I'm actively involved. We know everybody's size, we know them age, we know them name, we know when them born, we know them teacher, we know what school them go to, we know them grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 teacher. Yeah. Hello? Yeah. And we don't all that bad, and we don't want nobody to take no brush.
And them birthday. That's right, we know that either. I know my kid's birthday. You're right.
And whatever you did not like in a man, teach your son not to be that way. And don't make them bitter.
Wow.
Because that's not going to help them.
That's right. Don't join
And
stuff.
we use the term poison their mind. Carl said, like my nephew told his father, you are the parent. You're supposed to pay the rent.
Pay rent.
what does my son called us? And he called us rents. Instead of saying parent, when these young people are writing, he would say rents. So I would respond and mortgage too. We're in and we're mortgage too. So happy Father's Day to all of the big father them on the group here. Big up on yourself. And then people talk about my mother who fathered me.
Right.
Mother, you can't father your
That's
son.
right. So I'm gonna get that out on the head. No, every year we go through this,
But you can't father your son.
Yeah.
So for those of you who like to talk about my mother who fathered me, you are a mother.
That's right.
It takes a male to be a father.
Every time.
God, but thank God for the excellent job that you have done with your child, and you have raised them to be prince and princesses.
Yeah.
And we say to you, kudos, well done. It's 10 o'clock. I have to go to the leadership meeting.
You got to go? Oh my goodness.
My position as a member of the Fire Baptized Holy Church of God, more so one of the district elders for the USA Virgin Islands. We like to trip them to Farid. All right. So have a good one, everybody. DJ, be on yourself Father's Day.
You too, sir. You too, man.
About you. We know you're raised good.
Thank you, sir.
You had both parents there and they did an excellent job.
Yes. They tried.
So have a good one, everyone. The Lord bless you. Be blessed.
All right, my brother. God bless you, man. God bless you. Wow. You heard it. You heard it right here on Church Matters. Our Pastor Gifton spoke to it this morning. Father's Day. Fathers have to be more than just a gift. All right? They have to be more than just a gift that you get at the store, but a gift from God. And so we want to thank Pastor Gifton this morning for doing our Church Matters.
Gospel Live 365 presents Church Matters with Pastor Gifton Wallace each and every Wednesday morning at 10 Eastern. Listen in as Pastor Gifton discusses matters and issues of the church and gives us spiritual guidance and leadership in correcting them. Bring your questions by calling or texting our studio at 954-998-4777. That's 954-998-4777. You don't want to miss Church Matters with Pastor Gifton on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. on your all-day, all-night station, Gospel Live 365 Radio.